Welcome. Few things match the beauty of summer's end or the turning of fall leaves. Catch the vibe of this summer to fall transition.
I'm starting with this yellow shade. I'm taking this brush, but basically it has a point. It's pretty fluffy. It allows me to pack the color on. And what I'm doing is I'm pretty much putting this all over up to the orbital bone, this bone right in here. So that eye is on. Now I'm going into the California Love palette. I'm going in with that color, I believe it's called Sequoia. I'm starting right along this outer edge. I'm taking it up almost just underneath the brow bone. This color is so pretty. I just want to keep going and going. It's a little powdery, which I don't mind. Just pat, 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 and then just pack it on. And then I just kind of sweep it in. I don't want to take it too far out. California Dreams is a little powdery as well, but it's all good. Taking a little inside as well, because I just can't even get enough of this color. Can't get enough. Okay, stop, 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 stop. Okay, stopping. So next, I'm going in with this beautiful red-brown color here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna deepen up that crease area with this. I'm going in tight at first, and then I'm gonna blend it out. Putting it back into that shade just a bit, just to help blend it out. Yeah, I'm loving it. Bring it in just a little bit. And really, I'm just kind of tap moving, because I don't want to do this and move the color. I'm placing the color where I want it to be, and then gently blending it outwards. Ooh. I'm gonna go over to this eye, same movements. Pack it in to the crease. Just bring it up, because I wanna bring that, I don't wanna bring everything down, I wanna bring it in and up. I'm taking this brush and I'm blending out the harsh edges. Tap and move, tap and move. Because I think this look is highly smoldering. Now, I'm actually going in with this color here, and it is called Mission, as in Mission District in San Francisco, where the Mission Burrito was created, I think. So I think it's the perfect color to just pop in here to deepen us up. I'm going in super tight, and then just kind of flick it here. Blend it out into the reddish brown without overpowering it. We're sticking with our routine of everything we do on one side, do on the other as well. Do onto the other as well. This one is a flat brush, but again, it has that shape that I like that works really good for my eye. I think I'm gonna go into this one. I'm going to take that here, and I'm gonna take it underneath. Basically, we're just gonna clean up the outer edge, and what I'm also gonna do is go back into this Sequoia shade, just there, like that. Love this color, oh my goodness. What I like to do is start in the center of my eye, and I just make a line. And from there, I take it to the inner corner, and then I bring it back past the middle. I want the line to be smooth as possible, until about there. Close to the lash line, but kind of under that outer edge. And I'm dragging that line in. I'm going out a little further, still keeping that same slant. And now, when I look straight ahead, there's actually a smooth, it comes out like this. I'm going back in just to deepen it up a little bit more. I'm gonna take something like this, and I'm pulling my nose over, which opens up this section of the eye. I'm just gonna make a little line. What I'm doing is that I'm elongating and opening up this intersection of my eye and making my eye look longer. You'll see something similar in like Arabic style makeup. Going in, we're make the same motions that we did before. I'm taking here Ardell Wispies. So here we go. I just took it and just put it right on the center. I started off in the center and I kind of dragged it over. And here I'm just making sure that everything is in place. Grabbing it almost at the base and just pulling it in and just marrying those lashes. Make sure that those corners are on. Turn my little fan on. And cue the wind machine. Number 2. And pushing my lashes up into the false lashes. So I'm gonna go in with this Kiss I Envy. What I'm gonna do is just take my finger here and just blend my lashes into these falsies. Might seem like an extra step or an extra mess, but trust me, it works. That way you don't have your lashes hanging out down below, doing what they shouldn't be doing. This is the RocDiva Rose Hip Oil. It has a little dropper here. I like to prep my skin with it, as well as mix certain foundations with it. Sometimes in the winter months, I get a bit on the dry side. The foundation I'm gonna be using is Fenty in the color 390. Mix the two together. Only a few drops. I like a little more moisture and more of a dewy finish. I'm going to see how far the foundation can take my problem areas so that I don't have to go in with a lot of correction. Also, I put on moisturizer. I use L'Oreal Revitalift. It works. I've prepped my skin with Benefit Professional as well as Melanie Mills. This stuff in rose gold. I'm taking my Fenty and I'm taking a couple of pumps, taking the rose hip oil. It just drops out. I'm taking it around in my hand. Sometimes you'll find a foundation everyone is raving, but you're like, but I'm dry. Try this. Try it in the store. Wear it around for a day. See what it feels like. I don't have an issue with this because of how I use it. I'm going in with this Real Techniques brush and I'm just gonna start buffing it in. I'm gonna take a little bit, just one drop, because I want to go right under my eyes. Actually, I like this. If you noticed before, I did have darkness around my mouth, and a lot of it is because of my habit. Especially when I'm stressed or bored or just cuz or watching TV or whatever. Right now, I look kind of shiny, but we're gonna fix that. The areas that I can still see, I'm going to go in with less corrector than I would normally use. I'm trying out something different today. This is called the Multi-Pot. It is in this shade called #Common Time. It is by 3CE, has a little mirror in there. This Multi-Pot, it can be lips, cheeks, eyes, whatever you want it to do, it can do. So I'm gonna go in a little bit around my mouth. I'm just going in like this. And here I'm just taking my finger. Now I'm going to take this beauty blender that is damp and I'm going to brush this in. Okay, next I'm going to go into that same 3CE Multi-Pot. What I'm going to do is use this to just correct just here. Since the eyeshadow is really dramatic, I really wanted to make sure that this under eye area was representing me very well. And I could skip this step altogether, but I'm sort of a perfectionist. So we're not going to be doing that. Taking this brush. And it's like this 3CE, it's a cream to powder type of texture. I'm going to go into my MAC corrector palette to open up this area of my eye. And I like to take this down into about here. Ooh, this matches my eyeshadow. What I'm gonna do is go back in, because I'm using this to neutralize a bit of that orange. Orange covers the darkness, and whatever that's not required to cover the darkness, kill that with a little bit of yellow. And it works every time. So in here, if you notice, I pretty much stuck to the inside of my eye. I'm actually gonna go in with, if I can find it. Hold please. Okay, I found it. This is 24-hour concealer by MAC, and it is the business. Really, I'm focusing in the areas that I did not hit with the color correcting that I did. I have this little dip right in here. I want to get rid of that dip. I don't know, makeup, fillers, I don't know. I haven't had any fillers, but I'm not opposed. So I'm gonna use this Real Techniques fluffy brush because I just want a gentle push. Just roll it on there. Let's see how that works. And I find with these brushes, it actually gets into this area better. I used to just beauty blend everything. It's like I'm going back to the way that I used to do things. Beauty blender is great, but look at that. Sometimes you gotta go back to go forward. Okay, I'm just putting some on because it's fun. Sorry. You can skip this step too. I'm focusing on this little dip area for my purposes. I'm going to go in with my NARS Creamy Concealer. NARS Radiant Creamy, Creamy Radiant, one of the description box. This one, a lot of shades lighter, but it works. A particular angle that I'm looking for, and it's like this. That is the plane of my cheekbone. There is barely anything here. Sometimes people are like, oh, I don't like a pound of makeup. I don't like things to be caked up. What you have to understand is that a beautiful look is built in layers. Whether you're doing something highly dramatic, something that's basic, bridal, whatever, it can look like the most bare canvas blank face and it has like 10 products on it. Believe it, that's how they do it. So do not be afraid of layers. The thing is it's layers done correctly. Okay, what am I doing over here? Oh, so I'm just gonna be tapping this in. This is when I'm using my beauty blender. Why don't we? I find that beauty blender a lot of times is really good for that finishing move. Like once you've gotten everything in and it looks good, but you take beauty blender and it just takes things to another level. I'm also gonna go into this area with my dry NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Okay, now I have this flat synthetic brush and I'm gonna be doing my contour. I have a little bit of this Beauty Bakery cake mix. So I'm gonna cut these wonderful high cheekbones that I have. I'm gonna start here and go zoop. It's the same. Let's see what happens. Okay, I think they're the same. Cake mix dries quick. So I should probably stop here and quit playing this one. I'm gonna take this one and see how she works. And the way I like to do my cheekbones is cut, highly cut cheekbones. I'm extending it down just a bit, but really bringing it in. Now, this is when Beauty Blender comes in very handy. Blend, blend for your life. You don't have to contour your nose. There is no rule that says you do. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. There are a million lights all around me just to give you this view. Because of that, certain things are drowned out. So it's almost like being on a stage. Just a little bit of contour brings me out. And it's also, a lot of people like to use this. So if you don't like it, don't do it. What I'm doing is I'm going under here, I go over, and then I bring it down. I want mine to be softer, and what I'm doing is barely flicking this up towards my brow, because you want there to be just a slight shadow right there. And if you notice, it's pretty soft. I'm just gonna do like this. I'm gonna go in with this, because I want to add just a little bit of light right there. See what that does? It opens up that area. So the last thing we want to do is close up an area between our eyes and or eyebrows. No unibrow, no, what is it? Cyclops eye. Just taking it here, just blending out that edge. This air spun powder, I saw some reviews on it and I'm like, One of the people that I watch, her name is Leah J, and this is like, you know, early on, ride or dies. I think she actually might even still use it, but thanks for the tip, girl. We're gonna go in under the eye and set. I didn't go right in with powder, and if you notice, it still looks good. So here, and I do not bake, however, I do not bake under my eye. I will bake the hell out of my nose. Oh, nah, we don't bake up there too much either. So I'm just gonna go right under here. For some people, it's like, you know, you want the slimming effect, perhaps I do. Or other people, they just want to look super snatched. My Tarteist 3 contour palette. I'm going to be using this lighter shade right here. So basically I use the lighter one, and then I go in very carefully with this chocolate brown. And really I'm just warming up that cheek. I want to be sure not to go below the line that I established, and leaving the air spun on will help you to do that. Remember, keep myself in frame at all times. Okay, and I'm going in with that darker one, taking it right along here. The one that's like hold out. Next up is one of my go-to all-time favorites, MAC Studio Fix in the color C6. It's gonna give you an all-over beautiful set. It is a foundation, but you don't have to apply it liberally. So with me, I like to go right in here. Any place that I have highlighted, it's giving a soft focus. Remember, this is a layering effect. I wanted to go in with this 3C pot as a blush. Once I gained control, I was going all over the place. I'm gonna go back in, since I have my under eye done now, what we used earlier, because what I want is almost like glow in the dark eyes. Not really. I want them to come to life. Let's see, make sure we're still good on laptop and monitor. I'm gonna go in with this Beauty Bakery shade. I believe it might be a lip whip. Just start off at the base and then work your way out just a little bit. Do take your time to build gradually. I am loving this.
So this concludes the look. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. There's so much more to come. See you soon.